miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short but I can't complain, doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice then I teleport, got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot, how many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO, then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath, dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang, landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds, sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes, jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium, here in Jacksonville. Tonight, the third of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Tootin. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Now, toss, left side, that's Tootin. Uh-oh. He gets free. And he will go all the way. Facial, Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The tight end going in motion to the left. Off the play fake, here's May. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Lawrence going to give it to Tootin. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Joshua Farmer there on the stop. It is 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Handoff. It's Tootin. Space to run inside the 20. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They get 18 on that one. First down, Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Another run here with Tootin. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7.
24.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a third down and 4.
Hey, easy, Ralph, son.
Throwing is Lawrence. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Jaguars.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now the former Buckeye, it's Trevion Henderson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there. From the 29, here's second and 7. Once more, it's Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Throwing on third down is May. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Up the middle, it's Henderson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On play action. Here's May. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're gonna need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll go play action with May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 2nd down, it's May. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Off the play fake, it's May. Quick throw, taken in, and he's in! Touchdown, New England. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The PAT, up and good. And the Patriots will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He's got a man. That's Travis Hunter. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. All even on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here is Tootin. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
On red.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Facial Tootin. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, son,
To throw is Lawrence. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Now a give on the ground, and he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
First and 10. A run, and this is Henderson. Not much there, maybe a yard. Second down, 8 yards to go. Again, it's Henderson. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
3rd and inches. To throw is May. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is brought in. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. What a big play there for New England. 35 yards. Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Henderson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it, and the Pats have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
24. Focus, hot.
A first down throw for Lawrence. He finds his tight end. That's Brenton Strange. And he'll mark him down just shy of the 40. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tootin. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Lawrence. Set up the screen here for Tootin. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Josh Hines Allen. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's May. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. 3rd down coming up.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always happen.
That's over the middle and intercepted.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 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 hey. Center. Jack.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, son.
Lawrence now. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars go up by 7. 28-21. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Williams on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man, it's Kyle Williams. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
1st and 10 on the 47-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's May. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. To throw now. May. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throw again is May. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, Bryce Beringer out to punt for New England. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC Wildcard game. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. We'll go play action with May. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it here with Tootin. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Let's go. Here we go.
He'll look to pick it up with Tootin. And he will have a Jaguars first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron.
Now Lawrence. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action for Lawrence. That is caught! And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Red 23.
Here's a run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Red on red.
They'll try the right side this time. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. On the ground, here is Henderson. He is melted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. throwing on second down. May. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up. Little on now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Play fake. Here's May. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Lawrence going to give it to Jinton, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a...
That is caught. What a throw. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's May. That complete to Henderson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down. Give, it's Henderson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
May to throw on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. One quarter remains here in this AFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's May. This one complete right side. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. May going to look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Now, May. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Buda Baker. And he tacks on a nice return to boot. He'll get this all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back in the field.
He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Williams in motion. On play action, here's May. He's going to take a shot down the field. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
May to throw again. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. Here's May again. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. That's going to be caught. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is May. That's complete on the tight end stream. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
We're going to run it, and this is LaQuint Allen. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Take it down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt, as he's standing right around his own goal line. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
They'll try to the left side with Henderson. And, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Off the play fake, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's going
to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. formation here as he's down to a knee. Second and 11. So shouts to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one. They have to get right back to work for the divisional round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say, so long from Jacksonville.
Coming